First reading, 2 Corinthians 3, verses 4 to 11. Such is the confidence that we have through Christ toward God. Not that we are competent of ourselves to claim anything as coming from us, our competence is from God, who has made us competent to be ministers of a new covenant, not in a written code but in the Spirit, for the written code kills, but the Spirit gives life. Now if the dispensation of death, carved in letters on stone, came with such splendor that the Israelites could not look at Moses' face because of its brightness, fading as this was, will not the dispensation of the Spirit be attended with greater splendor? For if there was splendor in the dispensation of condemnation, the dispensation of righteousness must far exceed it in splendor. Indeed, in this case, what once had splendor has come to have no splendor at all, because of the splendor that surpasses it. For if what faded away came with splendor, what is permanent must have much more splendor. Gospel, Matthew 5, verses 17 to 19. Think not that I have come to abolish the law and the prophets, I have come not to abolish them but to fulfill them. For truly, I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, not an iota, not a dot, will pass from the law until all is accomplished. Whoever then relaxes one of the least of these commandments and teaches men so, shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven, but he who does them and teaches them shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Reflection. The Gospel reading of today has only 3 verses. However, it has a powerful message. Jesus begins by telling his disciples that his purpose is not to abolish law or to criticize what the prophets proclaimed and taught. Jesus' intent was to fulfill the law. Jesus emphasizes that keeping the commandment is essential. However, in the eyes of the Pharisees, Jesus frequently disobeyed Jewish law. They often criticized him for not following the law, at least as they believed it should be obeyed. And they did have grounds for their criticism of Jesus. He did not follow the law as the Pharisees thought it should be followed. The Pharisees lived by the letter of the law. Jesus, however, lived by a different law, the law of love. He followed most of the Jewish laws and customs. However, when it came to people in need of love and compassion, he lived by the law of God. Yes, all the commandments are important and necessary. For Jesus, the first 2 commandments are the foundation for the other 8 commandments, love of God and love of neighbor. Amen.